Across the UK, it's estimated there are 50 million litres of paint left unused. That's enough to paint the White Cliffs of Dover 4,000 times. But I've been finding out how some of that paint can be recycled. Well, we're all guilty of it, doing a spot of painting and putting away the tin in case we need to do a touch-up job in the future. But that's creating a huge environmental problem. So one organisation may have found a solution, a way of recycling the paint whilst keeping the costs down low so that everybody can afford to paint their homes.
Community RePaint is giving paint a new lease of life by redistributing it to benefit those in need. The paint comes into the scheme for a variety of different reasons.
The reason why the paint is at a reduced price because some of them might have physical defects, such as a dinted tin, like this one here, just have small defects, or it could just be a colour that was a mistint. You buy the actual stores themselves where a colour that customer wasn't happy with. So that colour then gets put aside because it can't be resold, and it either goes into landfill or it gets distributed to schemes like us. You can get people from all different walks of life. Wherever you can save a bit of money, you would like to save money. Everybody wants to save money, regardless of your financial situation.
So this is Sophie's room. We've just finished painting it.
Oh, it looks lovely. I'm loving the pink.
Thank you very much.
Claire has just finished decorating her daughter's bedroom with colours from Mohammed Usman's community repaint shop in Rochdale.
And what was the attraction of getting it from there for you?
Basically because it's cheap.
Because you only just moved into your house, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been here about 12 months. This is the first room I've decorated, so yeah.
And would you have been able to do that if you'd have had to go to one of the bigger retailers, say, to buy all the paint?
No, if I'm being completely honest, no. The paint itself is really good quality and I wouldn't have been able to afford that if I'd have gone to the main retail stores. When I redecorated this room, there was a lot of other things that needed to be done. It needed to be replastering, so to be honest with you, it would have just been the bare plaster walls had I not been able to get this paint so cheap.
Claire paid just £27 for all the paint for her daughter's bedroom, with the pink shade costing just over £6.
I know the paint's behind us.
Yes.
You've finished with it now, so what are you going to do with that paint?
I'm going to donate it back to the shop so then another person can use it for themselves.
Oh, wow. I suppose the big question is, what does Sophie think of her bedroom?
Oh, she loves it. It's amazing. I can't get her out of it.
And are you going to go there again to get more for the rest of your house?
Yeah, I'm doing room at a time, so I'm going to go and I'm going to get the paint that I need for each room.
As well as recycling paint, the scheme is also helping people into work. I went to meet Ben over at the Wirral store.
Where do you even start, though? I mean, they're all different brands, they're all different colours, they're all different types of paint.
The problem is, it's like, if you try and find one colour, it's trying to find the exact same colour. And it's like a needle in a very big haystack, because it is very hard in this place.
So how long have you been working here for?
3 years. First I was a bit sceptical about it all, but then I kind of got used to the idea now.
And have your people skills improved? Because you did mention to me earlier that you are autistic, so how have you found working with the public?
Very welcoming and very comforting. It's just basically made me a better person for who I am, because I've actually seen things in a more different perspective. Yeah. So it just shows like it's just a word at the end of the day.
Tracy has been working with Ben and has noticed him flourish during his time there.
When Ben first started, he was quite a shy person, but over the years he's become really confident, the skills that he's learned, and he's very, very chatty with the customers now, and everybody loves him. He's just brilliant.
It's amazing just how much knowledge you all have. I mean, I know it's your job, but it's also a bit of a passion, isn't it?
Absolutely. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
And for you, what is it that drives you? Is it the idea of, you know, mixing the paints together, or is it the sort of idea of recycling stuff that would have otherwise gone to waste?
It's definitely the recycling and the reusing for me, well, for all of us really. It's paramount. We're like the Wombles of Wallasey.
The Wombles of Wallasey, I love that.
Each tin of paint that comes in here is hand-checked by Tracy and the team.
So what we do is we open every single tin up and check it.
It's quite difficult to get the lid off that.
It can be, there we go, and as you can see, There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all.
And what a fabulous colour. Man City Blue there. Somebody's wasted that. I can't believe that's a travesty. How old is that?
I would say, looking at the packaging on there, it's not that old at all.
And they could have
But
took
there's
it
a new
back.
design and stuff. They could have done, yes.
That is such a shame, isn't it? And where did that come from?
That came from the local tip.
That just shows you, doesn't it? Like, just what a waste.
Yep.
Over the last 12 months, Community RePaint have received over 400,000 litres of leftover paint from individuals, traders and big paint manufacturers. As you can see from the shelves, that's an incredible amount of paint in a whole spectrum of colours, and hopefully one day, eventually, it'll all find a new home.
For Tracy and her colleagues, it's important that nothing goes to waste. Even the tins are recycled.
So we've seen the shop floor.
Yep.
Tell me about where we are right now.
So what happens is, when we've been to the local tips, we check all the paint, and anything that's lumpy or smelly we bring into here, basically. So it gets filtered and treated. Basically, we're remanufacturing paint that's no good to anybody.
That's incredible. So even the oldest paint can still be used?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. And how do you get the colour into it?
How do we get the colour into it? Well, white and magnolia, we only ever use white and magnolia anyway, but with all the colours like the greys and the greens, there's a lot of messing around, but we do batch each one up with a certain batch, and it might be slightly lighter or slightly darker next time round, but yeah, we just do it.
And how long does it take to create a tin of paint?
Roughly around about 4 to 5 hours. We do 200 litre batches, we do, and then all the tubs are 5 litres each.
What's the most popular colour?
Grey.
You've heard it here first. Grey is at the top of everyone's paint list.
I went to see where else the paint was making a difference.
This is one of the charities that's benefited from the recycled paint. The paint has made a real transformation here and created a wonderful home for all of the horses. I'm here to meet Amanda, who can tell me a little bit more.
We like to use the lighter colours inside because it gives a nice airy feel. It makes it more comfortable for them, and it's more appealing to our visitors as well.
And obviously you're a charity, so I guess it's important to keep the cost down.
Definitely. I mean, we sort of average spend on the paint to do this place annually would cost us £2,000.
Horses are not cheap to keep, are they? So...
No, they're certainly not cheap to keep. It costs about £16,000 per week to run this centre, because we have over 60 horses here at any one time. So, you know, the sort of forage bills for the hay, for the winter, the bedding, the vet fees, all of that, you know, and if we can save money on paint, then that's great.
There are over 70 schemes across the UK where people can donate their leftover paint. But Mohammed Usman has a stark warning for what would happen to the paint if the scheme wasn't around.
Well, if we wasn't collecting the paint, this paint would directly go into landfill. And everybody knows that what toxic material could do to the land. For example, your plastic, what it's doing to the water at the moment, the seas, is obviously not a good thing. So I'd say to everyone, if you've got paint lying around anywhere, if you're not going to use it, give it to someone, let them use it, because it's just going to go off and then it will have to go in landfill. So it's a big circle, basically. You're just helping people to understand recycling, you know, and they won't have any waste paint, or they won't class it as waste, or it wouldn't just be in the back of the shed doing nothing. They'll actually be using it or giving it to someone to use.